I better race to the shop and get the family a surprise. Oh, where's the keys? Let's get the keys. Hey, Luke here from the Eastern Shore family. I've got to clean up my YouTube mess because we're going to put up a dartboard up on the wall and hopefully it'll look smicko and pretty. No, not pretty. Not smicko. What's a good word? What's a good word? So, to put your dartboard up, you are going to need a screwdriver and a hammer. Screwdriver to do a couple of screws and the hammer to put in some wall mounts. Those plasterboard pulley screw things. So you can get a drill and use that, but how many of us have a drill? We're going to have to go borrow one or go find it out in the shed. Just whack your screwdriver through the wall and it'll work the same. So to put the dartboard up, you'll probably need a screwdriver, a level, a pencil to mark things, a hammer, and a measuring tape. And then you can put this lovely thing up. So when you get your dartboard from Kmart, it's going to look at something like this, and you just open it up and you can see the darts are already there. And you've got some nooks and stuff down here in plastic bags. So we'll just get all that out and lay it on the floor for you so you can have a quick look at everything here. So you've got the big dartboard. So you get your dartboard, you get your darts, and the darts will have this plastic tab on the end, stop it from stabbing you. So just pull that off and then it'll work. Your darts. You get your chalk and your rubber to write on the board. And you also get some wall plugs and some screws to go in the plasterboard. So you can either get a drill and drill a hole, or you can hopefully use your screwdriver if it's the same thickness. Hold on the wall and just give it a quick tap. And that will work just as fine. Here are those wall plugs. Then you've got some black rubbers which go on the back of the dartboard. You get these black little rubbers. They go there with the nails just to hold it and support it. And obviously get the darts off the side of the dartboard. Then you have one cabinet that hooks on the back with these tabs on the sides, already connected for you. So we'll leave that there. You've got the screws for it. And there's the centre screw in the centre on the other side. In there. And then that's going to attach like that. And it's going to sit there. So that goes right here, like so. You get this backing plate that holds the dartboard screw. Then you got this backing plate which will sit that way in that green box with its screws and washers and nuts. So we'll go ahead and first things first is put the backing plate in the board. So that's our first step, is to put this on. Because once it's up on the wall you won't be able to get to the back of it. So you do this first. You get a couple of screws, a couple of washers and a couple of nuts and a backing plate. So this backing plate will go in this box on the back wall and this screw lines up and hangs in there. So we'll open this up and this will sit just there like that, and then that backing screw will fall down in there. How we like to do that is I don't know, full used to be able to see. Maybe go like that. Screw then washer. Screw then washer. Now the backing plate has to have the opening to the top. And then the other washers straight on there like so. And then screws, nuts, then your nuts. So that's on there. Now you want to get your screwdriver, multi-tool, and from this side, screw, hold the nut, and screw it off. So now you have your holder there, nice and solid and attached. Take your dartboard and lay it down. Screw the centre screw in about halfway, 3/4 of the way. You can adjust it later so that it sits flat inside your cabinet. Now you want to take a black rubber and a nail that I have lost. Here it is. It's a tack. Black tack. Push it through skinny side first. So it looks like that. And then you want to get your hammer. Any hammer will work. We got the meat smasher from the kitchen. We'll sit it down there and then tap it on nice and flat. Maybe get your screwdriver, give it a whack in the middle, just so it goes down into that rubber and holds that rubber nicely. Stops it from wiggling. So this is nice and tight. So this is what you should be left with on the back of your dartboard. And that is how your holder should look. Your brace plate. So now just give it a quick test. Find your 20 that points to the middle of this brown slot. And sort of get it to sit in that slot. You'll know when it has it. There you go. Just like that. So that's the whole dartboard. Like I said, a couple of these need adjusting, or the screw does. Put in a bit more. It's pretty much got to be in line with these. And then you know you'll have it right. And then straighten it up. And now you're ready to attach it to the wall. With these two clips here. So now you've test fitted your dartboard. It's very heavy, so just leave it to the side, and we're going to try and put the cabinet up on the wall at the recommended heights. Now our recommended heights I'm going to have to Google. Now we'll Google the internet real quick and see what it says about where the dartboard's meant to hang, because I have no idea. Okay, so let's Google the dartboard. Dartboard height. 5 feet and 8 inches. 1 point. Regulations. Dartboard height from the floor to the centre of the bullseye is 5 feet 8 inches for you Americans. 1.73 metres where the rest of the world uses metric. This measurement is recognised internationally and remains the same for both electronic and steel tip dartboard. So there we go. Thank you, gldproducts.com. 237 centimetres from floor to wall for your line. That should be easy enough. Okay, so what you'll need for this section of the video is your measuring tape and your pencil. And what you want to do is measure from the ground up 173 centimetres, which for me is right there, and I'll leave a mark. Then you want to measure from your centre hole, what was I calling that before, holder? Centre holder up, and it's 26.5 centimetres. So 26.5 centimetres from your black dot, which is that one, up, and then make a line there. So now we have the overall height. which is going to be 2 metres on the dot. So now what you want to do is measure the width of the cabinet, measure the cabinet, and it's 50 centimetres across. So on your top line here, get your 50 centimetres out. And put a line where your 50 centimetres starts and 50 centimetre ends. As you can see, I've already got the holes there, ready to go. And then what you want to do, now what do you want to do? You want to get that cord out of the way, started. Now what you want to do is get your drill piece or your screwdriver and just put it on that hole and whack it. And that'll create a hole good enough to get your plugs through, which I've already done, as you can see. And then take your screw and just start screwing it in until they're both even, and they will hold these little metal holders. And now it's probably a 2-person job to put this up, if Sienna would like to help me. I'll take that side and I'll take this side. Just hold that with my face. I've got mine in. Oh, let's come off. Maybe I'll close these. Keep the doors closed. There you go. And now you just want to get your level. Open the cupboard up. And just sit it there and make sure it's level. Perfectly fine. Give a bit of a pull down and make sure it's not going to come off. Get your dartboard and hang that back in the centre. And that plug will fall in there. And then line your 20 up with the top of the mask. So grab your measuring tape, put it to the base of the wall, Okay, now you want to grab your measuring tape, start at the bottom of the wall where the dartboard is, come out in a straight line, 235 centimetres, which is there, and put a marking of some kind, and that's your throw line. There, we've been throwing a bit further than we should have. And that's the correct height. Get your darts, and sit them either side that you would like. Get your chalks and do those. Sit them in the little holders either side. Your rubber just wherever. And I think we have a working cupboard. Working cabinet dartboard holder. Whoops. I was going to shoot me. Open the printer. Printer! Now I go and make the YouTube video. Now I've got to go and put everything back and still clean up. I can't do that. That's just it's funny. It's silly. No one ever helps Dad up. Dad's always got to do everything. Clean up, put it back, make the video, do the editing. Where's all my help? Where's all the kids? Now you want to get your darts, get your family together, and have a round of darts with the family. Simple as that. Also a bonus tip, if you've already got the darts that are in there, you can tell that they're pretty heavy. You can go spend $40 and get some titanium darts. They're a lot lighter. Yeah, not a bad dart. They come with a case. They come with the 3 darts and the 3 flights. You can go up to $200 odd for some darts. I've heard the heavier, the more straighter they throw. So the harder you throw it, the more accurate they are, I believe. Let's Google it.